What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology Retold action. We nailed it. Yes. I'm getting there. Spawning at the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Freyr. His name is Grass. Everyone's excited about the new god. I'm excited about watching the new god. We'll see how things are going to go. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Odin. His name is Kiluminati. The only guy who doesn't care about Freyr so far is Kiluminati. Not really. There's lots of people trying out a whole bunch of different things. For a lot of these legacy players, they've played the other 12 civs so much that just a new civ is kind of a big deal. So they got to get in here and explore. One thing I'm super interested in seeing what players decide to do is, are they going to go for things like early upgrades? Hand axe. This is super cheap. Can I see how much it is? 60 food, 25 gold. Thank you very much. That's very cheap. That'll pay itself off incredibly quickly. But yeah, obviously the train time thing is also something to keep in the back of your mind. Now, yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. But the big thing is that Freyr, he is a defensive powerhouse. It's so hard to crack this god because he's got this god power, Gullenbursti, which is going to summon a giant boar to defend your base. It's a really, really cool mechanic. It comes crashing in, explodes around stuff, sends everything flying. It's really quite a lot of fun. And we'll see what Kiluminati is going to do here. Now, Kiluminati, he's playing Norse. He's playing Odin. I'm interested, really interested here. I needed to check this out because what potentially can happen is you can undermine the fortress, the bastion that Grass can make, the Asgardian bastion. I think you can do that. And if you can, then you just cancel your god power out for their god power and you're in a good spot, I would say. We'll have to wait and see. All right. So both players are doing a fairly standard build order, but we are seeing walls already coming up. If we take a look down here, there is a relic that's been spotted. It is Hecate's Torch. Now this relic is really, really good. Minus 10% god power cooldown, minus 10% god power cost. So you can really make a lot of fun things happen. This is a must grab relic. It's potentially even S tier because, like, let's be completely honest. The god power cost is balanced around the cost that it's at. If you then say take 10% off it, now you've just really boosted that ability to make that sort of thing happen. And those sort of strategies that are already good with multiple god power usages now become really good. So it'll be interesting to see how that's going to happen, especially like getting this upgrade through going through Ula. You get access to Ring Oath, which then makes your Guardian Bash or your Asgardian Bastion even cheaper. All right, so Kiluminati right now doing what he can. He's not advancing. Well, he's advancing. He's going through Freyr. So we got Freyr having a fight against Freyr. I know people are going to tell me it's Frey. But, you know, I just feel like it's just going to cause so much confusion that I don't want to be that guy making confusion, right? Is this ranked? Yes, this is ranked. This is a ranked game. These guys are full sweat lords right now, going for the top of the ladder. And we're watching it all unfold in real time. Okay, so with Ula coming through, the big question should be, where do you place that Asgardian Bastion? Do you put it in your home base so you feel really safe there? Do you risk it out in the center of the map to secure a location like a town center? Do you hold it for later? Those are all questions you really need to answer when you're playing as Freyr. As we do see great halls, double great halls coming down here. This is interesting. This is going to be all raiding cavalry. Now, Norse, obviously, raiding cavalry are really, really good, but Norse has got access, and we do see double great halls as well here for Kiluminati. So this is already the meta. The meta's already developed. I jest, but seriously, double raiding cavalry production here means these players are going to have a lot of raiding potential, but they're not going to have a lot of pushing potential. So if I go against this, I can make Berserks, I can make Herdmen, I can even make Herser as well. Aren't terrible against raiding cavalry. They don't have a bonus, but they're doing okay against them. And I can just play defensive and get a stronger army than my opponent out to make a big push happen. Bring all my villagers back into the main base, and then they're not going to get raided, and you're all good. We do see a Longhouse also coming down here for Kiluminati, as his raiding cavalry will be starting fairly shortly. Double Longhouse actually for Kiluminati. Did he spot something? Yes, he did. He spotted the double. He spotted the double Great Hall, and he's decided instead of spamming out raiding cavalry, he's reacted to this and saying, instead of just getting out as many units as I possibly can as fast as I can, I'm going to get out the units that counter my opponent's units. So we'll see how that's going to be going in this one. Where's the Valkyrie? Okay, the Valkyrie's back here already. So it's been pushed back, not able to get all too much damage done. So good defense so far from Grass. Grass hasn't used his god power just yet, though I do really like the idea of using it on a second town center, though you do have to be careful you don't get rushed. But securing that is going to be a good idea, or onto a gold mine as another idea. Just anywhere on the map that's not quite so obvious. As the raiding cavalry are going to come through, spotting that they can sneak into the main base of Kiluminati. Raiding cavalry do take a little bit of damage here as they're running in. Watchtowers is through for Kiluminati as well. Villagers pulling off of the wood line, but the raiding cavalry, they move straight on to these villages over here. Meanwhile, the army of Kiluminati attempting to get a little bit of raid onto this one, but Grass very quickly turning around, shanking as the army does retreat away. We've got those raiding cavalry of Grass and Group kind of getting a little bit too aggressive there. He loses one for free, and Kiluminati is just trying to find something to get damage done here, but I think he just needs to bail out. That Draugr is getting a lot of good damage done, and I think Kiluminati will recognize he needs to retreat. He does have that Valkyrie here that is completely fine. What is the speed of these units? Looks like Kiluminati's got more speed, but for whatever reason he's taking his time to get out of here. As the Grass Asgardian Hill Fort is down, he also drops that Great Hunt, so he gets even more food to stay on that position. Doesn't have to move forward anytime soon. Oh, sorry, that was Kiluminati onto this spot. You can see he's got that Fat Gazelle here. 600 food of Fat Gazelle. 900 food. That's actually insane. All right. Where to next here for these plays? Now, there is an idea here for Kiluminati to go for a fast heroic. One god power, one minor god that is really, really strong for the Norse is Njord. And especially with taking out something like an Asgardian Hill Fort really, really quickly, that's going to be a great idea. Forest Fire onto this position, Walking Woods onto this position, crash through here with a whole bunch of units. Could be really, really strong. And Grass doesn't have the Frost to stop that. He does have that Tempest, but that works a little bit differently. So the timing attack outside of the main base is going to be really, really strong for Kiluminati to give a go. And it kind of looks like that's what he's going to be going for here, but he doesn't have that upgrade or that armory up just yet. Now, another option here for, not for Kiluminati, but for Grass is to actually grab this town center, which will give him, which will unlock that Gullenbursti even closer than it is from his hometown center to this position. So both of those are going to be decent ideas, as the wall will get broken down over here. The walls do only have 500 HP, so that's actually 100 HP less than on the Titans. So it's a kind of a big, big help there. Though I think this is only for Norse. Norse has got like a reduction on all of their buildings' HP. So that's a thing as well. And we do indeed see Skadi coming through here for Kiluminati. I'm a bit surprised to see the Skadi. It's very, very defensive. But one thing that I think that's up the back of Kiluminati's mind here, or in the back of Kiluminati's mind here, is in the Norse War, with all 4 gold mines, a really fast Ragnarok, plus a Frost, that's strong. That's going to be tough to defend here for Grass. And I think that Kiluminati can actually just drop a town center or a villager center in his base to boost him up even more. Look at the food that he's got in the bank already. We are going to be seeing a heroic age coming through for Grass really, really shortly here. But this is going to go really, really well, I think, for Kiluminati if he plays this one really nicely. As we see, how do you say this? Aegir. I'm going to go with Aegir coming through now for Grass, and town center up as well. and he's got his gold mine secured, and he's putting walls up, making sure all his villages are nice and safe. This is some really, really slow Age of Mythology here for these players. So they're both being really careful here, which, I mean, it's a little bit surprising, to be honest. I feel like I was expecting a little bit more reckless play, but these guys are being very, very calm and methodic about their approach to this game. And I guess one thing to keep in the back of your mind is the longer this game goes on, the closer Grass gets to this upgrade, Freyr's Gift, which increases all of his human units HP by quite a bit. He doesn't have it yet. It costs a lot of resources. I think it's 400 food and like 200 favor. But every upgrade you get with Freyr reduces the cost of Freyr's Gift by 5 favor. I think it's every single upgrade. Am I right about that? Yes, every single upgrade reduces that cost. So as the game gets on, you get that favor comes down to next to nothing. You buy it, and you get an extra 25% HP on all of your units, which your opponent has no access to. So it's really, really strong. But at the moment, we are still seeing Kiluminati. He's trying to push up to that next age. We've got that longhouse coming down. Kiluminati does need to put a hill fort somewhere as he's moving his dwarves up onto this position if he wants to make that happen. He's spamming some units out. Units are a great surround here, actually, from Kiluminati as he's coming through, but he doesn't pay attention there. The villagers are sneaking out here, and Kiluminati, he's got to attack at the moment. I think his attack move might not be quite working there, but he gets the taunt comes in from that rock giant. He's so strong with that 83%, 88%, and before it goes back down to normal here, as the Hearser trying to take that unit out. They get a lot of bonus damage against that rock giant, so able to clean that one up really, really quickly. Kiluminati at this moment looking like he is probably losing this fight. Doesn't quite have the advantage here, but he's continuing to send more units forward. He has caught Grass with his pants around his ankles at the moment, and he's got a lot of damage done here. Grass actually, he's still got, I'm not sure what this is telling me here. It says, hang on. Yes, Grass is the blue player. I'm getting confused because the one player is on the right side of the UI, and what if we just do this? Now it makes more sense. Wait, can I make this? There we go. Does that look better? Or does that look really weird? It looks really weird like this, though. Anyways, you understand what I mean. Let's go back to this way. So, Grass is in a great spot now. He wins that fight quite handedly. We do see an attempt at a hill fort. Kiluminati's idea has got to be Ragnarok at some point in this game. That's his big advantage in this matchup, I'd have to say. Thank you for the Prime, Crispy. Appreciate the support, my friend. As a raiding cavalry going to sneak forward, attempt to take out those throwing axemen over here. Nice little bits of damage done. You can micro this. It is well worth it to micro the unit that's getting targeted down. You can dodge all the arrows in the world. Look at this. There he goes. He's just got to move it back and forth, and it can like dodge all those throwing axemen at the moment. Do we see any upgrades? No, he doesn't have the upgrades just yet for ballistics or anything like that. And we do see a forward military or a forward hill fort coming down for Grass, and he's ready to start exerting his presence in this game. But again, he's still got to be worried about that upgrade coming through. But Vidar is on the way, and no mythic age coming through for Kiluminati just yet. And guess what Vidar is? Vidar erases a town center. It just erases it. If you click it in, the explosion, the big bomb comes through, you kill off a town center. It's really, really strong. Thank you for the Prime there, Art Vieria. Did I say that right? Vira? I don't know. Appreciate the support, my friend. Whole bunch of farms coming down over here as well. The town center on this position here for Grass. About to pop up very, very quickly. And Vidar is Vidar is going to be so scary here for Kiluminati. Does he have any upgrades on this town center? No upgrades on it just yet. And the other thing is, he could use that God Power. I have to remind myself of what it's called here. He could use that God Power Inferno to kill off this hill fort and all these villages as well. So he's got to decide where he wants to use it. He could use it over here. He could use it over here. It doesn't really matter, but just using it nice and quick is really strong. As we do see Fafnir coming through. Look at the damage that this bad boy does. And Grass is just, and Kiluminati is just going to be retreating away. He's looking for some villages to kill over here. And a little bit of chaos in Grass's base right now as he's trying to defend with just the one myth unit. This is a really, really strong myth unit, but he's trying to make that happen. Great raids. Heavy raiding cavalry is in as all the pressure is coming in. We do see Tier on the way, though, for Kiluminati. So not going for that Ragnarok. He does have 50 villages at the moment, which is a lot of villages. But still no God power coming through for Grass, holding that one for the best possible use here. He can use it right here if he wants to. We'll see if he's ever going to be casting that. Drop onto this map here for himself. We can see exactly what he sees as those raiding cavalry push through, trying to break through this wall here. Fafnir on the back here needs to drop in there as well. Tempest gets dropped down on the front here to attempt to assist here with that hill fort. It will slow the attack speed of these raiding cavalry down, effectively reducing their DPS. But, I mean, these raiding cavalry are still really good against the throw in action. I think the best option is just to retreat away from this most of the time, as the raiding cavalry is still trying to go after those villages here. Fafnir is going to be able to take out all of those raiding cavalry if Kiluminati isn't careful, as the Mythic Age comes through. Fimbulwinter gets dropped down. We've got wolves all over the place, hitting everything here, and the villager count for Grass is going to drop really, really quickly here as they all have to retreat back into the town center. This town center might also fall as Kiluminati is making a huge push through the center of the map. We still have to remember that Inferno is still available here for our Freyr player, Grass. But he has to figure out how he wants to use that. Is this going to be enough to take this town center down? I think it will be. Look at the damage these wolves do. 14 hack damage. Town center goes down. This town center also looks like it's going to go down. Villagers are popping out of here. Oh, not quite enough there. So this one lives with just a little bit of HP. This town center falls. A couple of Herdmen coming back to try and take out the raiding cavalry of Kiluminati. Great play thus far from Kiluminati as he's cleaned up everything on the front. And he's going to be able to clean up this town center as well and get that for himself. Grass is in a difficult position right now. He's got only 36 villages remaining to Kiluminati's 54. He does have Fafnir, who is a big myth unit to deal with. There are going to be Fenris wolves that I reckon will clean Fafnir up really, really quick. How much favor in the bank for our Odin player Kiluminati? He's got 98 favor here. If we take a quick look at his temple, these cost only, I believe it's 15 favor, 150 food, 175 food. So they're really, really cheap. And if you get out enough of them, they get so much bonus damage, so much speed, and they can come in and just kill off a whole bunch of stuff here. But we'll see if Grass can figure out how to bring this one back. He still has got himself a decent amount of military value at the moment, and he is making more of these Fafnir to defend. And the way to kill off the Fafnir, you've got Godi, you've got Hersur, you've got Fenris Wolves, you've got Frost Giants. There's lots of different options to go for. But Grass is really recognizing that, yep, he's just got to build a couple of these and get a really, really strong unit composition to kind of hold here. But the problem is, where can Grass get gold? And basically Kiluminati can just ignore these for the time being, run in, kill off villages, and have a great time. We see champion raiding cavalry has come through as well for Kiluminati. These are 163 HP raiding cavalry, and he can also get Jarl here as well, which are also very, very strong. Nice usage of the gate here for the time being. And we are now starting to see those Godis coming out as Kiluminati recognizes what he needs to build. But take a look at the armor here. There's 70% armor, pierce armor. That's a lot still. So maybe Hersur with the 5% less might be another good idea to grab. But he's just going to be pumping those Godis out, recognizing that's so important. He is going for a lot of these gatherers. Now, gatherers, let me tell you a little bit about the dwarf gather rate versus villager gather rate. A little change has happened in Retold. Dwarves gather or train at 15 seconds now. It's exactly the same time that a gatherer trains out. But gatherers are significantly worse on gold now. So it is really, really important to be building dwarves to get your gold income going. Is the current math on the whole situation. As now 87 pop to 163 pop, and we do see the Frost getting dropped down. hits those Fafnir, hits a whole bunch of villagers. He could just ignore this. He could throw up a hill fort in this position, would be a great shout. There is still this Inferno to come in. I don't know what Grass is waiting for. He should definitely use it. Does it hit every unit or is it enemy units? Target a fiery path of destruction. The Great Wolf Fenrir will emerge in charge, engulfing enemies in flames before erupting into an apocalyptic inferno. So I think it's only enemy units, but this is a perfect time to use it to just try and pick off all of these units in this position here with a big explosion of god power. But walls coming in to try and keep Grass locked in. There's still 5 seconds left of this frost. There is a little gap here. And we see the Gullenbursti is coming through in an attempt to hold here. Forest Fire gets dropped down onto this position. Gullenbursti, look at all the damage this bad boy has. He's going to come in and cause absolute havoc on this position. Can Grass defend? Look at the damage. He's one-hitting everything. All of those units here of Kiluminati getting absolutely destroyed. But, and it's a big but, one Fafnir is down. That's 200 gold over to Kiluminati. And Gullenbursti is down. Gullenbursti's only got 33 seconds remaining. It's going to be gone. So there's not that big help any longer. And Kiluminati just spam out a whole bunch of military buildings, and he's going to be able to get back up to full population. He's got a double villager lead at the moment, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. Gullenbursti, what a strong unit. But look at it. Look at its move speed. He's got tiny, tiny legs. The further away from a town center he gets, the weaker he gets. You can get this town center, it would speed him up, but it needs to be close to that one as he tries to get onto the gold mine, and he's not going to be able to make it there, and Gullenbursti is done. So, Grass has forced that one out. Kiluminati's forced that one out. He's got all those upgrades coming through. He's got that mid control. He is just trying to figure out how to finish this game against this powerhouse defender that is Freyr. There is still Vidar remaining here with his god power, Inferno, that we haven't seen yet. Very, very strong god power. But Grass is holding that one for a kind of rainy day, it seems, at the moment. There's a couple more military buildings coming up here for Kiluminati, trying to work this one all out. Villagers over here trying to get onto this location. There we got those Fafnir just chilling out. How cool do these bad boys look just while we've got a bit of downtime? Like, honestly. The level of detail in Retold is so amazingly high, as we do see some units pushing through in an attempt to take out those raiding cavalry and everything else around here. Hillfort sitting here will be a little bit of a challenge to break through, but 186 of 190 population here. Kiluminati could probably start thinking about fortified town center, start thinking about a third, fourth town center as well. Push that population even higher. As you do see over on this position, the Fafnir attempting to kill off these units. They do walk around with a bit of a passive as well to pick off units in their path. But look at this. The Goaty targeting down the Fafnir. Wait, can he win this? Surely. Yeah, there's 300 gold for the there's 300 gold for Kiluminati as well after killing one of them. So it's well worth it to take this unit out. But it does so much damage. These are heroes against a myth unit. So it's nothing to be trifled with. That's a big, strong boy. A big, strong boy. As the hill fort will get taken down, we do see some raiding cavalry checking this one out. And in that moment, Grass has to tap out. GG, and Kiluminati claims a win over one of the best players in the Titans. Now, Kiluminati is also a really good Titans player as well, but Grass here not quite able to make it work with that Freyr. I think that if he just clicked his Inferno God Power onto this town center when he got Mythic Age first, didn't try and get max value out of it, just was like, all right, I'm just going to click on this one, or clicked onto this position here and cleared up those villages and the hill fort, I think he would have been in a really, really good position. But he didn't grab that opportunity, and Kiluminati made him pay for it. And that is the game, my friends. Let's take a quick look at this this post game. I'm interested in some of the mechanics here that are showing up. We've got some statistics, we've got some military, but more importantly, this resource line right here. Idle villages. Look at how good this is. Now you get to know how good you are at the game. The less bumpy this graph is, the less these villages are idle, the better you are at the game. So yeah. All resources, we do see Kiluminati comes in with a very big advantage coming at the back end there. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, please consider Follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.